Send me to Congress and I will be your champion. Send me to Congress and I will see that you prosper. Send me to Congress and I will fight your battles as fearlessly as they are fought by that great newspaper on whose board of directors I have the honor to serve, the Daily Chronicle. I thank you. Well, how's the sound?
Well, it was stirring, TJ.
It was a fine speech, Mr. Blodgett. It was a real gas.
Yeah, well, thank you, Patty. I assume that is a compliment.
Well, it's even better than like wow.
What did you think, Martin?
Very effective speech.
Got me an ovation at the business club dinner last night.
Dinner? I almost forgot. You see, you're a real spellbinder. Excuse me.
TJ, that part about the Chronicle.
What about it?
Well, forgive me, but it does give the impression that you're our personal candidate.
Well, it's fine with me. People trust the Chronicle.
But you just serve on our board of directors, as you do in dozens of corporations.
Now, Martin, stop being such an old mother hen about that newspaper.
Well, I am the managing editor.
And a darn good one, too. One who's going even higher, if I have anything to say.
Do you hear that, Papa?
You're my boy, Martin. You stick with me, and when I'm elected...
And I'm sure you will be, Mr. Blodgett.
Well, I better be, after all those terrible political dinners that I've been dragged to.
I used to cover them. They call it the fried chicken circuit.
Fried chicken, yeah. I tell you, it's coming out of my ears.
Dinner's ready.
Ah, well, now that's good news, Natalie. I'm looking forward to a home-cooked meal.
Well, I hope you enjoy it. We're having fried chicken.
Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights the girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bookends, different as night and day. Where Kathy adores a minuet, the ballet russe, and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet, still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
And so, this November, the voters will elect a president, vice president, 33 United States senators, and 435 members of the House of Representatives.
Thank you, Kathy. Students, this is a very important election for all of you. The first in which you're old enough to take a serious interest, and I hope you'll take an active part in it.
How do we do that, Miss Gray?
Well, one way would be to start in your own neighborhood. Pick a candidate you admire and campaign for him.
Kathy and I know a man who's running for Congress this year, T.J. Blodgett.
Oh, yes, I read about him. Do you think he'd make a good congressman?
Oh, yeah, it'd be great. Right, Kat?
Why do you think so?
Well, he made a campaign speech right in our living room. It was terrific.
Really? Well, how does he stand on the important issues?
Issues?
Yes. For instance, aid to schools.
I don't know.
Medical care for the aged.
Search me.
Taxes, foreign aid, unemployment.
You didn't say.
Well, why are you so impressed with Mr. Blodgett?
Well, he looks like a congressman.
Well, that's hardly a reason, Patty. But if you do admire Mr. Blodgett, then you should go out and help him win.
I think it's a terrific idea. What do you think, Kat? I think we should do it. Right. Now is the time for all good girls to come to the aid of their party. And so, Kathy and I talked it over, and we've decided we want to help get Mr. Blodgett elected.
So you've decided to mount the hustings, huh?
The what?
Oh, that just means to campaign in an election.
Oh.
Well, TJ will be delighted.
Is it all right with you, Uncle Martin?
Oh, of course. I assume the two of you have both examined the issues and the candidates before you decided Mr. Blodgett was the man to back.
Yeah.
Because I'd want to be sure that you weren't enlisting because of what Mr. Blodgett said about helping me out down here at the Chronicle.
It never entered my mind.
Well, I'm glad of that.
You really think it could help make you editor?
No, Patty. And I would forbid you to campaign if that was your motive.
Really, it isn't, Uncle Martin. We admire Mr. Blodgett, and we think it would be good experience for us.
And it will. Lottie, if Mr. Blodgett's in the building, would you ask him to step in here, please?
I can't wait to mount the hustings.
Well, you realize this election is no walk-in. Now, the other candidate's a fine man.
Who is he, Uncle Martin?
His name is Clark Williams. He's a professor of political science at the State University.
Professor? I bet he never had to meet a payroll in his life.
Already, she sounds like a politician.
Well, hi. Patty, Kathy, you come by to help Martin put out the sheet?
Better than that, TJ. They want to campaign for you.
Do they now? Then I'm practically in Washington.
Can we start right now, Mr. Blodgett?
You sure can. You go over to my headquarters and talk to Bill Duffy. He's my campaign manager.
Patty and I would like to hear your views on the important campaign issues.
Well, you ask Duffy to let you see my program. He wrote it. I'll phone Bill to expect you. Well, Martin, I'm off to the board meeting. You know, we're going to talk about what happens when Arnold retires as editor.
Oh, boy.
Down, Patty.
Your dad's in good hands, Patty. So am I, with you two in my corner.
I wish we really could vote for you.
Well, now, maybe that could be arranged, Kathy. You talk to Duffy.
Oh, come on, Count, this is it.
Okay, Henry. Look, Henry, I know the candidate ate a pizza pie at Angelo's yesterday. Okay, Henry, okay. You'll get equal time. Tomorrow noon, I'll bring the candidate to your delicatessen.
Mr. Duffy?
Yeah?
Hi, I'm Patty Lane, and this is my cousin Kathy. We've come to mount the hustings.
The what?
To campaign for Mr. Blodgett. Didn't he call you?
Oh, yeah, you're the kids. Here, start handing out these buttons.
Oh, we'll be glad to. But, Mr. Duffy,
Yeah?
I'm on the school newspaper, and Kat's a genius at English composition.
So?
So we thought we'd like to make a real important contribution to the campaign.
You can. Start moving those buttons.
Mr. Duffy,
You still here?
Kathy plays the piano beautifully, and I dance a little.
So?
So we thought that, well, maybe if you wanted us to entertain at a rally or something.
Look, kid, we got a big sound truck that all day plays Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, and Barbra Streisand. You want to try to follow that act?
No, I guess not.
Okay, then, move.
Mr. Duffy.
What now? What now?
Mr. Blodgett said you'd tell us how he feels about the important campaign issues.
Oh, he did?
As campaign workers, I feel we should know how he stands.
Okay, I'll tell you. He stands four square.
Four square for what?
For what he believes.
What does he believe?
That you should start moving those cotton-picking buttons. Bob, get me a...
Hello. My name is Kathy Lane, and I'd like to tell you about T.J. Blodgett, candidate for Congress.
What number are you calling?
S02E07
I'm sorry, you have reached a special operator. Please hang up and dial again.
Yes, thank you.
Hello?
My name is Patty Lane, and I want to tell you about T.J. Blodgett, candidate for Congress in this district. Are you interested?
Sure.
That's great. T.J. Blodgett is a man of courage, ability, experience, and integrity. Elect him, and he will fight your battles in Congress. T.J. Blodgett wants and needs your support. Will you vote for him?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to ask my mommy. Hello?
Hello, my name is Kathy Lane, and I'd like to tell you about T.J. Blodgett.
Who?
T.J. Blodgett. He's running for Congress in this district.
In this district? Are you sure?
Oh, yes. I am speaking with William Smithers of 14 Oak Street, Brooklyn.
If you got a wrong number, I'm Ted Bauer. I live in Seattle, Washington.
Seattle?
You better dial again.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Kathy, I like your voice. Tell this Blodgett guy if he decides to run in Seattle, I'll vote for him. Bye. Who's there?
My name is Patty Lane, and I want to tell you about T.J. Blodgett, candidate for Congress in this district.
What about him?
He's a man of courage, ability, experience, and integrity. He wants and needs your support. Will you vote for him?
I will not.
Why not?
Because the guy he's running against is my brother-in-law.
Get your buttons, vote for Blodgett.
Blodgett is a people's choice.
Get your buttons, vote for Blodgett.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Clark Williams.
Clark Williams. That's Mr. Blodgett's opponent. Get your buttons, vote for Blodgett.
He must be holding a rally in there.
Let's go heckle him. Come on. Oh, get your buttons, vote for Blodgett.
I am a professor of political science at State University.
Oh.
I have also served as a town councilman,
A real
city manager,
egghead.
state assemblyman. And during the post-war occupation, I was a lieutenant colonel on General MacArthur's staff, helping to bring democratic government to the Japanese people.
Did you know that, Patty?
So what? So he's been to Japan.
My opponent, on the other hand, is a highly successful businessman who has never held any public office. Now let's see where we both stand on the issues. I favor more schools, more hospitals, and foreign aid to needy nations, and jobs for the unemployed.
I agree with that. Yeah, so do I. And you know something? It's kind of cute.
My esteemed rival also supports these measures, but he has simultaneously called for lower taxes, reduced spending, a balanced budget, and an end to what he calls coddling by government. Now, friends, I ask you, how can we build more schools and hospitals and homes while spending less money?
He's right. How can we?
Don't ask me.
Oh, why don't we go see Mr. Blodgett?
You're right. He'll know. Come on.
How's the tie?
Tie's great. Let me the button. Oh, the collar. You look great, TJ.
Oh, hiya, girls. Hey, come on in and have your picture taken.
No, thanks, Mr. Blodgett. Could you spare a minute?
What, for my favorite constituents? Come back later, Joe. Now then, what can I do for you?
Well, Mr. Blodgett, you've come out for more schools and more hospitals and helping the needy and foreign aid.
That's right.
But you've also come out for lower taxes and a balanced budget and letting people help themselves.
That's right.
But how can we do both at the same time?
Now, who says we can't?
Oh, but you said that...
Patty, that's campaign talk. You gotta tell the voters what they want to hear.
Even if you can't deliver?
Kathy, I'm in politics now. The first job of a politician is to get himself elected.
Oh, but Mr. Blodgett...
Nah, you stop fretting your pretty heads. Come on, I'll blow you to Sundays at the malt shop.
Oh, maybe another time, Mr. Blodgett. Thank you.
You name it. And remember now, keep those buttons moving.
Patty, do you know what I think? I think so, too. What do we do now? Well, I suggest we retire to an unsmoke-filled room and caucus. Well, our duty is clear, Patty. We have to stop working for Mr. Blodgett. Right. And campaign for Professor Williams. Right. You mean like defect? Why not? Because we like Mr. Blodgett. He's a woolly lamb. That doesn't qualify him to sit in Congress. Cathy, it'd be like ratting on the mob. Oh, I don't think so. We're not changing sides for selfish reasons. Yeah. We're standing up for what we believe in. And I believe that Mr. Blodgett is a woolly lamb who should stay out of politics. I second the motion. All in favor, say aye. 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 Meeting is adjourned. Kind of gives you a sense of power, doesn't it? Vote for Clark Williams. You'll be happy you did. Vote for Clark Williams. We need him. Thank you.
Well, hello, girls.
Hi, Papa.
Gee, you never stop, do you? I hope TJ realizes what you're doing.
Heaven forbid.
Hello, Kath.
Hello, Uncle Martin.
Well, what's the latest message for the people?
Oh, it's same old stuff, you know.
Well, let's see. A vote for Clark Williams. Clark Williams?
Yes, Uncle Martin. He switched to Brand X. You're not angry, are you, Papa?
Oh, of course not. It's an old American custom.
Thank you, Uncle Martin.
When all this happened?
Well, we finally did what you told us to. We examined the issues and the candidates and took our stand.
Good for you. Did you break the news to TJ?
No, we just stopped coming around for buttons. Are you sure we did the right thing, Uncle Martin?
Following the dictates of your conscience? Absolutely.
I knew you'd say that, Papa. What was that line from Shakespeare you used to quote to me?
To thine own self be true.
To thine own self be true.
He was a pretty wise fella, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we better get on home.
Okay. Vote for Clark Williams.
And TJ has no idea.
None?
What'll happen when he finds out?
Nothing at all.
He'll be furious.
Nonsense. He's way ahead in the polls. Come election night and he's a winner, TJ will just laugh and forget about it.
Huh.
Mama, Papa, wait till you hear the news.
I'm not sure I want to.
What happened?
Miss Gray, our civics teacher, was asked to choose 2 kids to represent our school on the TV panel show Youth Must Be Heard. And she picked me and Kathy.
That's wonderful, Patty.
Congratulations.
We interview all kinds of famous people and ask all kinds of questions.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the show. What's the topic this week?
The congressional election in our district. I'll be quizzing Clark Williams and Mr. Blodgett. Imagine!
Welcome to Youth Must Be Heard, an unrehearsed public affairs program. Election Day is just 24 hours away. And so tonight, our youthful panel will question the rival candidates in one of the city's key congressional elections. Let's meet those candidates. First, Professor Clark Williams. And at the other side of the table, his opponent, Mr. T.J. Blodgett. Now let's meet our young panelists, all from local high schools. John Maynard, Albert Kramer, and 2 pretty cousins from Brooklyn Heights, Patty Lane and Kathy Lane.
Gee, the girls look so poised, don't they?
There she is. Hi, Patty.
Martin, I'm worried about what the girls will say.
Nonsense. What could happen?
Now let's start the questioning.
Mr. Williams, what made you decide to run for Congress?
Well, John, I believe today more than ever we need experts in government. And if I may say so, I feel that my Years of training in political science and my practical experience in public affairs qualifies me in a modest way as an expert.
Mr. Blodgett, what made you decide to run?
Well, no, I'm an amateur at this game, but frankly, it seems to me that the trouble in Washington is we have too darn many so-called experts now.
Mr. Blodgett, you have holdings in many different corporations.
Oils, automobiles, newspapers, textiles, department stores, you name it.
And when you're looking for men to run these businesses, whom do you choose? An amateur or an expert?
Why, an expert, of course. Oh, well, now that's different. I mean, it's business.
What made you
Boy,
decide?
she sure gave it to him.
Right between the eyes.
Well, now we know what can happen.
Professor Williams, do you feel you have any special knowledge of the problems and needs of the district you're running in?
Well, I should. I grew up in the district, married a neighborhood girl, and now I'm raising 3 children there.
Thank you. Mr. Blodgett, you don't live in the district, do you?
Now, you know I don't, Patty. You've been to our place in Dutchess County.
Oh, yes, it's a beautiful estate. Acres and acres along the Hudson.
That's right.
I'll bet it's almost as big as this congressional district.
Well, could be.
And Mr. Blodgett has horses up there, and sheep, and pigs, and prize cattle.
And chickens, too.
Hardly any people. And isn't it the people whose needs and problems our next congressman must know about?
Turn it off, Martin. I can't look.
My years of training in political science.
Oh, don't worry about it, Natalie. It's just a kid's TV program. It couldn't affect TJ's chances one bit.
Let's hope not. Or you may be the only managing editor of a New York newspaper with a permanent black eye.
And with 80% of the returns in from the district, here are the tallies. Clark Williams, 75,844. T.J. Blodgett, 18,300. Well, it's a landslide for Williams.
Yes, and right on our heads.
I'm awfully sorry, Aunt Natalie. We didn't realize.
We were only trying to be good citizens.
Of course you were. I'm proud of you, Patty.
So am I.
Now, where'd you get that, son?
Wonder who that could be?
You know that old saying, if anything wrong can happen, it will?
Yes?
I'll bet it's Mr. Blodgett.
Well, what a nice surprise, TJ.
I want a word with you.
Well, I guess we'll leave the grown-ups alone.
Sit still. I especially want both of you to hear this.
Oh, boy, I've done it again.
Well, I suppose you heard. I got clobbered.
Yes, TJ, I'm very sorry.
And you know who did it? These 2 teenage turncoats.
We had to do it, Mr. Blodgett.
We were only trying to be true to our own selves.
And you were. Which is more than can be said for me.
What?
Martin, these 2 kids taught me a lesson.
You mean you're not angry?
An hour ago, I was boiling, Natalie. I could have turned these kids over my knee and pow.
Couldn't blame you.
Then it hit me. You know, I deserve to lose. I'm a businessman. I'm no politician. Well, I've devoted so much time to business that I wasn't studying up on the issues. I was a fish out of water. But thanks to Patty and Kathy, I'm back where I belong.
TJ, you're quite a man.
Yeah.
I always said it. He's a woolly lamb. I vote for that.
Now, guess, let's go over to the malt shop and have those sundaes I promised you, huh? Come on, Roy, what do you think?
Here's Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. happy pair, but they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike.